25 or XXV. 25 is the ninth studio album by American bluegrass jam band Greensky Bluegrass. The album was released on October 31st, and this album celebrates their 25th anniversary as a band. All right, Eric, your initial thoughts on this new album?
I have never listened to these guys, or maybe I have listened to them and I just didn't know I was listening to them because I have a very big respect and special heart for bluegrass music,
Mhm.
because it is very difficult to play. Um, every note that's played on the guitar is picked. There's no hammer-ons or pull-offs. It's all picking. So when you hear the story of like Thunderstruck, it's not the hammer-on, which is like most people play it. That's all picking. So picture that, but really fast and
Mhm.
like insane arpeggios, like insane. So I actually quite like this album. I thought it was a very, very cool album. It really like I just feel like I'm in some deep south, like mountain town, and it's just awesome. It just sounds so like I don't know, comforting in a way.
Mhm.
It's it's odd to say. Now there is a lot of features on this album. Sam Bush, Lindy Lou, Billy Strings made it on this album, which is Reverend, which
Yep.
is one of my favorite songs on this album. I thought that was a sick song. Um, I did love "Past My Prime" with Nathaniel Rateliff.
Ooh, yeah, that was a good one.
That song was sick, and it just remind like I guess at the age we're at now, that's kind of just like, oh man, it just sets some things in perspective. Like, huh, yeah, like it's
Yeah.
just older from here.
Yep.
So that was a very humbling song, I should say. Um, Overall, the musicians on this, like a lot of these are no name musicians. Billy Strings and Nathaniel Rateliff are probably the big hitters on this
Mhm.
one. But you have What You Need was cool with Jennifer Hartswick. So she used to play with this Trey Anastasio trio, who was the guitar player for Fish.
Mm.
She was really good. I've listened to the Trey Anastasio trio. And then Natalie Cressman is a famous jazz trombonist. So it was kind of that song was cool because it was like bluegrass mixed with jazz, which was just a
Mhm.
unique sound to the song. I thought that this album is great. Like I can't see a lot of people wanting to go listen to bluegrass music. So I think they know that they're not playing this to be like the next Guns N' Roses or the next AC/DC, right?
Right. Yep.
Or the next country hit because I don't think bluegrass really makes it onto the country radio.
Yeah.
Like look at Chris Stapleton. Chris Stapleton used to be in a band called the Steel Drivers, and that was like a bluegrass mixed with southern rock. And it
Mhm.
was very bluegrassy. And obviously Chris Stapleton's famous for being solo playing country music.
Yeah, not
So
bluegrass.
not bluegrass.
Yeah.
Now, I think the bluegrass sounds great with the banjo, the acoustic guitar, like everything. I love the harmonies. I love that country harmony, like almost like there's that
Mhm.
twang in there. So I think this album had it all. Like I definitely thought it was a long album. Like I did
75
like
minutes. Yep.
I did like Last Winter in the Copper Country, but it was like clocking in at like what 14 minutes.
14, 15. Yeah.
Yeah, 14 minutes. But I felt like it dragged on a little bit.
Oh, okay.
But I did like the song
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
though. Like I thought the instrumental part in the middle before the lyrics come back in, I thought that was a little bit too long.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I did enjoy the song though.
Mm. All right. Let's actually I do have one question. Because
Mhm.
obviously this band like okay, wait. Let's just appreciate the band name. Green Sky
Yeah.
Bluegrass. That's
Mhm.
genius. That's a genius band name.
It is like very good name
I
for a
love
band.
that name. Just the
Mhm.
dichotomy of like the two
Mhm.
opposites. That's freaking brilliant. I love that. Um, I did have a question though. As someone who is like, obviously I know what bluegrass is, but I don't actively listen to bluegrass music all the time. This album overall, or maybe just this band in general based on this album. My initial thought was it was a lot less bluegrass than I thought it was going to be. Because like
Yes.
I originally went into it thinking like, oh, it's a full-on bluegrass album and this band just plays bluegrass. But after listening to it, I was like, there's a bit more of a southern rock, a bit more country, a bit more, a lot of folk, I would say.
Yes.
And the bluegrass, outside of maybe the title or the initial track, "Can't Stop Now," after
Mhm.
that, everything else was like there's tinges of bluegrass, but it definitely wasn't the main genre, I would say.
Yes. Yes, like Billy Strings is a country artist, right? So definitely country influence there. Nathaniel Rateliff had that just kind of almost that swing kind of feel
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
to the song. So like they did have these features. Holly Bowling, I had to look up. She's a piano player, like a famous pianist. So
Mm.
she there's that like element there. So yes, it wasn't as bluegrassy because like some bluegrass songs can be like, holy shit, like that's insane. Like, what the fuck did he just do there, right? And but this one definitely doesn't have that, but it was kind of humbling in a sense. So as a
Yeah.
guitar player, I'm like, you know what? Maybe I can play that. Maybe I can play bluegrass.
Yeah, that's the one thing. And like that was my big fear going into this for bluegrass, cuz specifically it's like whenever I think about bluegrass, it's always like those gymnastics on the banjo or on the guitar or the fiddle or whatever it is. And I was worried that 75 minutes it would just be like the equivalent of guitar shredding but in bluegrass form. And I was like, there's no way I'm going to listen to this for 75 minutes.
Without the distortion on.
Yeah, basically without the distortion. But like I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, "Oh, this is like I don't know if it's an evolution of bluegrass music or if it's just like more of a fusion style, but I was glad it was a bit more laid back and incorporated like different sounds and genres rather than just sticking to like pure bluegrass. Cuz like
Mhm.
I don't know if I could have done that for 75 minutes straight.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a lot of like
Yeah.
that's a definitely yeah, there was definitely good dynamics
Hmm.
within this album that kept you listening to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then also like I it took me maybe until track 9 or 10 until I realized, oh, there's no drums on any of these songs, which was crazy cuz like normally I think like there has to be someone keeping the beat, but like literally the bass, the double bass and the rhythm
Mhm.
guitar was just so solid that it's just like keeping the rhythm for the whole thing. I was like, "Oh, this is I'm not even missing like a snare kick or nothing.
Mm.
This is
It
actually sounding
fits.
really good." Yeah. It doesn't need
Eh,
drums.
I did like going back to your dichotomy thing, track 8, 33443. That
Mm.
is the postal code where the actual band is from, which I thought
Oh,
was
that's
kind of
hilarious.
cool. And when I found that out, I listened to the song again, and you do feel like once you know the information, you do feel that sense of like you're home kind of
Mm.
thing, which was kind of cool.
Mm. I see. I see. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I was trying to
Mhm.
figure out like what that is. It's like, but now that you said it, oh yeah, that's a zip
Mm.
code.
Yeah, it's a zip code. Yeah, sorry. In Canada, we use
Yeah,
postal
postal
codes.
code. Yeah, yeah,
It's a zip code.
my favorite track, which is hilarious, is "Last Winter in the Copper Country,"
Mhm.
the longest song on this album. I do agree, it is a very long song. 14 minutes 15 seconds is like that's a long song. Um, but I don't know. I just love listening to that track from front to end, and maybe that's like the prog side of me. That's just like longer songs are always better. But
Mhm.
when it first came up on the in the queue for me to listen to, and I looked at it at 0 seconds, it's like there's no way this is 14 minutes in the middle of the album. What is this doing here? There's no way it's 14 minutes. And I found myself just enjoying the whole song, and I wasn't like bored during it. I was just like, this is great. This is like it's like the tone and the variance to the song. I was just like, this is a great song to just listen to. It almost felt like a mini album within the album.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Like I do think it was long, but I love the story of the
Mm,
song too. Like, and that's one thing I love about bluegrass music is because country music tells a story. It clearly says like, you know, a guy breaks up with a girl, whereas bluegrass is almost like your old school blues or old school like sea shanty folk songs where it's like they're singing about these real life instances that
yeah.
happen and
Yeah.
they're like harsh times
Mm-hmm.
and it's like it's not pretty, but they're singing about it.
Yeah.
And I thought like and I love that old school vintage grittiness to it.
Mhm.
Like it just sounded so good.
Yeah. 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 So I don't know. I just really like this album. I'm glad it wasn't like pure bluegrass,
Mhm,
but still kept some of those bluegrass elements in it. Um, but yeah, like the whole ebbs and flows of this album. It was just like really easy listening, but definitely I do agree with you, not for a mainstream audience. Like I can't
mhm,
imagine this thing like people seeking it out or like it being on used in TikTok videos as background music.
mhm.
Like it's that's not happening. But as a overall album, like man, it was long. It was 75 minutes, but it was like a really fun listen. Like it was
Oh
really
yeah.
easy for me to like front to back this thing. All right, Eric. Final thoughts and ratings. What are you gonna give it?
You know what? I love this album so much that I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of
Wow.
10 because like even the production was great. And yes, I think that song is long, but it is good. It is
Mm-hmm.
just very good. Um and I understand why it's long because you had this like pianist on there
Yep.
who's very skilled and who kind of does
Just
her own
shines.
interlude
Yeah. Yeah.
and like it fits. This is a music band that I think all musicians would appreciate, no matter
Yeah.
if you like bluegrass or not.
Yeah. 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 So
S-
with your 10, is that in consideration for album of the year 10, or is it
Ooh,
like is it just like this is like a perfect album but it's not going to show up in my album of the year?
yeah, yeah. Well, we don't know yet. The year is almost done, but it's close.
But it's a
It is close.
consideration. It is
It's a
going to be a consideration.
consideration for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Consideration from what we've listened to for sure.
Um you know what, Eric? I'm with you.
Yes,
It's a
yes,
10.
yeah.
It's a 10 out
Because
of 10.
it's like
And
how can a band sorry how can a band play this good and not have a drummer,
yeah. Yeah, yeah. It's crazy.
right?
I like it's mind-boggling that I never once felt like, oh, this song needs a drum. Like it needs a beat.
Mhm.
Like there was never once that I needed that. That bass, that
Okay,
double bass was just like so solid in keeping the rhythm. I
mhm.
was like, you don't need a drummer. It was so good.
so so 10 out of 10. I cut you off. You're gonna say, why are you giving it a 10 out of 10?
I was gonna say 10 out of 10, and right now it is the forerunner for
Mm.
album of the year for me. It really is at the top, maybe top two, top three, maybe. But it is like a heavy consideration for me for album of the year,
Mhm.
which is crazy because I'm like, it's a bluegrass album. How can bluegrass album be an
I
album of the
know.
year?
Especially like it beats out Ed Sheeran.
Okay,
It
okay,
beats
yeah,
out like
yeah,
Sabrina Carpenter, like all these hitters that we've
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
we've reviewed.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, for sure. Like honestly, if the world was a just world, this would be the biggest
Mm.
band in the world, right?
Oh, I know. If it was a just world, yeah.
If we just like awarded people based on talent, right? Just talent and like
Mm,
sheer musicality, this would be like the biggest band in the world. But
absolutely.
that's not how things work.
Mhm.
um, but yeah, 10 out of 10. Just because like I don't think you improve on this. Like
No.
to be honest, last winter in the Copper Country, it's the longest song of the album. I would have put it last. Personally,
Mhm.
putting such a long song in the middle is quite daunting.
It's
Um,
ballsy.
it is quite ballsy. I think it fits still, but I
Hmm.
probably wouldn't put it at the last track. But outside of that, like, there's nothing I
But
would
even
change about it.
but the closer though, drink up and
I
go
know.
home. Like
I
I think
know.
that's
That's such a
perfect. That's like a perfect like, okay, guys,
yeah.
last call, bye. Get the fuck out of here, go home.
Yeah.
Right?
That is the perfect closer. That's the only thing I'm
Mm,
like, well, maybe that's why you don't have the longest song as the last track.
mm.
But yeah, it's a 10 because there's it's just such a easy ride for like 75 minutes and everything's perfect on the record. It just sounds so good.
Mhm.
And
It's awesome.
it's not annoying. Like traditional bluegrass, if you're to listen to that thing for an hour plus, you'd be pulling out your hair for sure.
Oh yeah.
It's the same thing as like extreme metal music where it's just shredding. If it's an over an hour of just pure shred, you're gonna jump off a bridge.
Yes.
It doesn't matter how talented you are, you're gonna jump off a bridge because it's so crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, 10 for me. So wow, Eric, is this our first 10 out of 10 on
I think
this
it
year?
is.
Damn, it took all the way
I
to
gotta
November.
I gotta say this year for albums, it hasn't really been it's
Yeah,
been okay.
yeah, it hasn't been
It's been
great.
yeah, come on guys, get your shit together.
The closest we got was the Coheed and Cambria album. We both gave it a
Mm,
9, and then the Elton
okay.
John and Brandy Carlisle, we gave it a 9.
Oh yeah. Oh damn.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
But anyways, tens across the board for 25 by
Mm.
Green Sky Bluegrass.
I feel like we need some animation, like boo, 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 boo. Both of us give it a 10.
Yeah. Um, but anyways, that was our discussion on that one. For those of you following along with us every single week, the album that we are going to be discussing will be Swish by Portugal the Man, which I'm cautiously optimistic because I don't know if I'm pretty sure I don't like this band, but we'll give it a try.
I haven't really like deep dived into this band before, so this will be interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, that's it for the podcast. Thanks everyone for tuning in for another week. We're going to be back here on our Wednesday schedule, Wednesday at 10 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. PT, here at twitch.tv/the Crossroads Music Podcast. Catch us on Spotify, Apple Music, all the places where you get your podcasts. That's it for another episode, and we will catch you all next time.